Hey everyone, it's Munchie Munchkin, and today I went to Raising Cane's. It's Mother's Day, so they did one of these specials. If you have their loyalty cards, you get one box combo with one free. So I ended up getting some chicken. Actually, I don't like the slaw, so I got extra toast. Oopsies. First off, Happy Mother's Day. For those that are not mothers yet, decide not to be mothers, or can't have children, you should still be appreciated today for all the crap you do. So, Happy Women's Day, I guess? I mean, I don't know, I always thought Mother's Day was kind of weird because, like, you should still be appreciating anyone for the stuff that they do. I know motherhood is a hard job and stuff, but I still think, like, other people that have families and stuff still should be appreciated for the stuff that they do for their significant other or anyone else that lives with them. Because not everyone lives with a significant other. You still do stuff for that other person usually. But anyways, so yeah, I went to Raising Cane's, got some free chicken. Well, an extra chicken. Put that there. Where did I put my salt? So, Raising Cane's is one of those ones that's usually closer to Texas. I guess I have branched out more. I mean, they're in Ohio now, so, I was really excited when they opened one up here. I thought they never would. So, the way I found out about Raising Cane's is my family lives in the Dallas area. And, of course, visiting them, I found out about the place. First couple times I went down there, I didn't have it. But then one time I was like, I'll go ahead and try it. My brother likes it a lot, so I'll go ahead and try it. And you would not think that this chicken is so great. I mean, the breading doesn't have much seasoning in it. Family with kids. From my understanding, I don't know if this is true, but from my understanding, the chicken that they get is fresh. And they marinate it with sunflower seed oil. And then they bread it and fry it and whatnot. And it's really, really good. The chickens are pretty bland. But that works with the chicken. And also works with their sauce. And then they have Texas toast, which is really, really good. But the chicken, I mean, there is some seasoning in the breading. But it's not overpowering like, certain places like, well, not Chick-fil-A is not very overpowering, but you can taste there's seasoning in it, and stuff. And KFC is another one that can be pretty strong sometimes. But yeah, the sauce that they use works very well with everything that they did. You can see the sauce. It's kind of, I don't know if I can get that without spilling stuff. Now, I did hear, again, not for sure on the information, because it's information I looked up a long time ago. Supposedly, there's anchovy sauce in it. Which I kind of find it funny, because if that is true, the owner of Raising Cane's, when he tried to open up the store and trying to get loans, a lot of the people that he was trying to get loans for, banks and stuff, were like, no one's getting like a chicken a place that just sells chicken only, because that's all they sell. They sell a 3-piece chicken, the box, which has 4 pieces of chicken, a cognac, which has 6 pieces of chicken, and then they have a chicken sandwich, which is bread with 3 pieces of chicken on it, like these kind of chicken. And so he ended up doing was move up to Alaska and became a fisherman and made money fishing. And he made a lot of money, came back, and open up the chicken joint. So there is actually anchovies in this. I find it kind of funny. Especially with what he had to do to open up this place. And I actually admire him to go to that great lengths to achieve your dream. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, I can't get a loan, so I'm gonna have to wait a long time with my job to be able to save up enough money for it. I mean, he fucking went out, moved, out of the mainland to go achieve his dream. I mean, when this place opened up here, I mean, it was the first one in our area. And, oh my god, it was like jam-packed for 6 to 8 months. I mean, yeah, it did open up in April, and then it had like the summer to help it. But even then, like the other locations that opened up were just as insane, I heard. So I am happy that there's one that's opening up closer to home. But this, it wouldn't surprise me if they bought out the location spot, because it used to be owned by, I think it was called Golden China or Golden Dragon Buffet. And the one that I just went to used to be a Five Guys, and they paid like $1.3 million for the spot to buy it from Five Guys. So it wouldn't surprise me if they bought the other spot too. Now, one thing that I like about this place is I usually don't have problems with like bad pieces of chicken like you do with other places. Yeah, a little bit more salt on that. So lately, I've been planning out my trip for next month. I have to go through stuff that I need to pack up. I'm probably gonna start washing and packing up some of the stuff that I would normally wear to a convention. Not only this time I'm not dressing up in a cosplay outfit. So my stuff is in a storage unit, and I just haven't had time to stop and get stuff out of it. That and one of the outfits I would have worn, someone stole my wig for it, so, and I don't design wigs. A friend of mine made mine, and I don't have the money to pay her right now to redo my wig. One of the outfits I would have worn is if anyone's played Kingdom Hearts, it would have been the one of the final mix versions. Can't remember, it was the second one. Final mix, but when they went to, yeah, it would have been the second one. They went to Christmas Town in the Nightmare Before Christmas world, and in the Japanese version of the final mix, they Sora would change into like a Black Santa outfit. So I made that one year. And that was my favorite outfit. I did get a lot of attention. That one was pretty fun to wear. Though I didn't experience a lot of my other friends that usually dress up and they're well known. At least in Texas, I'm not sure how well known they are outside of it. But I kind of learned the experience that they have to deal with. So that was kind of interesting. It was hard to get through the convention without being stopped. It'd be fun to go to the convention again in Texas because majority of my friends are from Texas. So I'll be seeing a lot of them at this convention. And then I might be able to find some merchandise. I mean, it's really hard to find certain merchandise that will sell and ship in the States sometimes. That, and sometimes I tend to find better deals at the conventions than going to like Suncoast or FYE. It's even Best Buy. Best Buy sometimes can be very expensive. And I also run into the problem, like, if they made a box set of something, they stop carrying the individual DVDs. So it gets the problem of having a hard time buying the individual DVDs if you were buying them. I think I have that problem with one of the DVDs I was buying originally. I can't remember which one it is now. Then the other problem I tend to have is there's a company recently, I think within the past year or so, been translating the boy love mangas. I'm not gonna attempt to pronounce the actual terminology that they usually use for those, but because I will just butcher the word. But one of the bookstores in my areas were carrying them, but they don't have as much in stock anymore. And then the other bookstore will never carry it, which kind of pisses me off. So I'm hoping to find some of those at the convention. That's pretty much my plan for the next month. And then a little bit of a bad area from what I can tell. Like I said, I usually don't have that kind of problem with them. I have seen the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 movie. I thought it was pretty good. I do think the first one is a little bit better. The ending made me sad. Sad and surprised. I wasn't expecting the ending. I mean, they did bring Mantis in. Of course, we're learning a lot more about the main character. Well, I guess the main character. But I was really not expecting an ending. Because, based on my knowledge on the comics, I don't think that happens. I'm just going to put a spoiler warning at the beginning of the beginning of this video, so people know. A little bit of spoilers. Based on the movie just came out recently, so I guess it technically is still a spoiler. But to make it a little bit easier for me to talk about this instead of like running around the bush. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, the one character ends up dying, and like I said before, I don't think in the comics he does. And it kind of makes me sad that he does die. Because, I mean, though you do gain kind of an attachment to him between the two movies, and that was kind of early to kill him off if he is supposed to die. But I mean, I don't know if that was originally planned that way, or if the actor decided to leave for some reason, and that's why they had to kill him off. But oops. I do like where the movie is going. And I can't wait for the next couple movies. Thor one looks kind of interesting. So I haven't really liked the Thor movies that much, but the next one looks kind of interesting. I can't wait for the next Avengers movie, of course. And then, I really can't wait for the Defender series. Just starting on Netflix. A bunch of people only people that I've seen, were complaining about Iron Fist. I thought the series was pretty good. I mean, there were some kind of weird storylines, but those weird storylines were from the originals anyways. Of course, modded up to nowadays standards of society. But, I mean, again, weird plot points, but, overall, I still thought it was pretty good. I guess the main complaint that people had was that he wasn't some kind of form of Asian. Which I'm like, look at the original comics. He was always white. And for my knowledge, I think he was always of Irish heritage. So they got the right person to do his role. And then, like, someone was saying, it's like, well, the person that they had acting as, oh, I forgot who it was. Oh, the instructor, the one that worked at the dojo, or maybe it wasn't dojo. Sorry if that was wrong. The instructor. Okay, so I searched it up, and Colleen Wing was another one that someone was telling me. It's like, oh, but they have an Asian woman doing her role, and saying that they switched her race because she was portrayed as white in the comics. And if you look up the information on her, based on some of the information, you can assume that she was supposed to be a mix of white and a form of Asian. I think her mother, based on some of the stuff like her family heritage, she probably was Japanese. And her father was from the States, and based on some of his information, he could have been white. And I'm like, and then based on searching up the actress, it looks like she's part white and part Asian. So again, someone that fits her role. So it's kind of getting annoyed with people like, he should have been Asian because he knows how to fight some form of martial arts. And I was like, isn't that a form of racism? I mean, you're expecting someone to... That'd be like expecting anyone that you walk past that's Asian of some sort knows how to fight in some form of martial arts just because of the fact that they're Asian. I mean, I didn't understand the complaints based on the series. Yeah, the acting could have been better. I'm not disagreeing with that. But I think overall it was pretty decent. I think so far out of the ones that they have on Netflix, the Marvel stuff, I think so far Daredevil is probably my favorite. Especially the first season was really good with the fighting. Of course, I'm not going to say I'm an expert in comics because when I was a kid, my parents never bought me comics. So the majority of my information comes from the internet now. Or when I used to watch the old 90s, partially 80s, I think, cartoons, like the X-Men, the 90s, early 90s Spider-Man, some of the Batman series, Batman Beyond. I think the Batman that I saw was like Batman the Animated Series. And then majority of the cartoons since forward from after all that. So a lot of my knowledge again came from those cartoons, which I know is some of that stuff is going to change. I mean, Marvel's one of those ones that have massive universe and massive parallel universes. So I know the cartoons aren't always exactly in sync with the Earth 616, which I think is supposed to be their main, or like our parallel universe Earth, if I remember correctly. Oh. Next, one of the main movies I'm really looking forward to too is Daredevil 2. I really liked the first one. I thought it was pretty good. I think the implementing the fourth wall break was done phenomenally well in the movie. I'm really wondering how they're going to bring Cable in. Again, not familiar with the comics. But there's a big thing between Cable and Deadpool. So, again, not very familiar with the whole storyline, but I know Cable, and because of the X-Men movies. And not X-Men movies, X-Men cartoon. So I know who he is and where he is and timeline and stuff. Compared to what's supposed to be the present day mutants. So I know a little bit about that, but I don't know the connection between him and Deadpool. I'm really interested in seeing that. I mean, besides like some of the Star Wars movies, I'm interested in waiting to see. I can't wait to see those. I can't really think of any other movies I'm waiting to see that we currently know are going to be coming out eventually. Well, it's USA, but it's Channel USA. But there's that Psych movie that's supposed to come out eventually. I need to catch up on the series because there was a period of time that I just stopped watching. Not necessarily because I didn't like it anymore or anything like that. It was because my cable in the room that I watched TV in stopped working. And any other cable outlet in the house was being used, so I would like to catch up on that first beforehand. I'm probably gonna end this video in a minute because it's starting to get long and stuff. So, I'm not sure because this is supposed to be a Wednesday video. I'm not sure if by the time you guys are watching this, I've already posted a video about this yet, or if you guys have watched it. If I did make a video about it, but so Saturday and Sunday we're supposed to have videos. It was planned out. It's being edited. I even had someone watch the computer recording while I was doing my video. Everything seemed to be fine. But one of the videos that I did record for Sunday, when we went to go to edit it, it was black. Nothing was playing, nothing was being seen. We don't know what happened with the tape. Well, recording. Not really a tape. Recording. We had decided to make sure that because I have a Mac Mini that was given to me by a friend, so it has a small hard drive in it, or small space on the thing. So we decided to save everything on the external hard drive to make sure we don't have to have the problem that we had the following weekend, or the weekend before. Apparently that didn't work because for that video is all screwed up. So we're planning on doing is keeping an eye on the recording size as we're recording, and then as soon as we're done editing them and uploading them, deleting them moving them to the external hard drive, deleting them off the Mac, so we save that space again. So we're hoping after this, not this video, but the next videos, we don't have any more problems. I mean, the first videos that we made, well, I made because I was editing them, worked fine. No real issues. These past 2 weeks, we've been having issues, so I'm hoping after this week, no more problems. I mean, I want to keep the schedule going, but this past week just did not allow it. So, see if I can finish this last piece of chicken and then probably call it a day. And I'm not gonna put it in that. Not only complaint I have about this chicken. Yeah. Sometimes it gets a little greasy. I don't think it's necessarily greasy per se. Nah. I think it's just the oil from the sunflower oil. I think comes through a bit. I don't know if I'm really call it greasy at that point because it's not like, I don't know. It's not like the same kind of grease you get from like a pizza. Because that usually stays on your hands even when you wipe it off. This stuff doesn't. But one thing I like about this chicken is it's not too dry, but it's not too moist. It's like right in between. Usually. There's like been a couple of times I've had it really dry, but that was usually like last call type of a situation. But that only happened like maybe once or twice within, oh god, I think it's been here maybe about 2 years now. Yeah, about 2 years. I think the good thing about this one is like I tend to go to some chicken places like it's the sauces are too heavy. Not too heavy, but too spicy or too much of a flavor to the point that it masks the chicken flavor or the chicken seasoning. Then you get fries that have so much seasoning or too much salt. So it becomes more painful to eat in a way. I mean, maybe it's just I'm too sensitive to certain things, which is quite a big possibility because of the surgery that I had. My taste has changed, which kind of sucks. Because even like the stuff that's like really supposed to be very bland or very mild, I still intense my tongue, which I guess in a way that can be a good thing. But if you like higher or used to like flavors that were a little bit hotter, that was like torture for me, which kind of sucks. I'm hoping that once my medication gets a little bit better, I won't have as much of a problem with my taste buds. Okay, so I'll finish off my piece of chicken. Try to put this cap back. Oopsies. Try to put the cap back on. Okay. That should be fine. The fries got kind of cold and doesn't taste good anymore, so I'm not gonna finish those off. I ate the majority of them though. Alright. Try not to make a mess in the car. Okay. So yeah, if you never had Raisin Cane's before, I would definitely try it out. They don't have any salads, so if you're wanting a salad, they don't have it. They do have some really good lemonade. I usually don't care for lemonade, but theirs is really good. And they have iced tea. I don't drink iced tea, but they have sweetened and unsweetened. So there's that going for people. I know some areas have a hard time getting certain types of iced teas. And for some people that have a preference between Pepsi and Coke, it has Coke. So yeah, see if one's in your area. Try it out. I would like to hear your feedback on it. Your personal opinions on it. I mean, everyone has a different taste on things. For everyone, have a lovely day. And for the women out there, have a fabulous day on Mother's Day. Or I hope you did. Because like I said before, everyone should be appreciated, even on Mother's Day. So, see you guys later in the next video. Bye! Oops.
Thanks for watching me eat the amazing chicken from Raising Cane's. Words cannot describe how much I love this place. Expect me to visit it for Munch with Munchkin episodes in the future. But now that the video is over, go ahead and give it a like. Think other chicken finger restaurants are better than Raising Cane's? Let me know about it in the comments, and if you want to see more of my mukbangs or my burps, subscribe to my channel. Bye, guys.